want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
But let me stay focused.
All right, and welcome back to The Reason They Should Have Never Gave You Niggas Microphones. I'm Lil Low.
I'm Bitch Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. I was going to say I'm Static Shock because I get electrocuted every time we come up here. But I felt like maybe calling attention to it might make it more frequent. So
I mean, it seems like it happens every time.
it's actually kind of painful.
Yeah, like traumatic.
It's like you can hear it.
It's like now you gotta like brace yourself. And that's the worst.
For the static shock. I don't even know if it's static. I think it's like actual electrical shock. Fuck it, we ball, you know?
Yeah.
We've had better days, but we've had worse days. And I think that puts it into perspective. Speaking of putting things into perspective, what I'm watching is actually what I'm listening to. I'm getting into audiobooks
Yeah, I seen posts.
out of sheer laziness.
I love audiobooks.
I'm actually starting to fuck with them. But like a good narrator or like a bad narrator can ruin
Makes
the whole
the
fucking
difference,
thing.
yes.
And right now I'm listening to the Let Them audiobook, which I know last episode we talked about being less like controlling over the things around us. And this is one that I started. I have not finished it. It's by Mel Robbins and it's called The Let Them Theory. And Mel Robbins,
love her.
she narrates the audiobook.
Yeah.
And she seems like really fun and relatable. So I'm excited to sort of get through it. Once it started being like, and look within, I was like, let's pause that. But I swear I'll get back to it.
Yeah. I see her videos on YouTube all the time. Yeah, that's how I know who she is. I didn't know she...
Lady?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's where she started at. Like, she probably started as a writer. I really don't know.
She says in the book she started posting online about, like, the first time she posted about it, it was like a hit, and then she'd been talking about it. I, as someone who did actually read hardcover, You're a Badass, I do love a good self-help book every now and then.
You gave me that book.
I did. I got you a copy. I felt like that book was changing my life at the time.
Yeah, it was life-changing. Like, it's just in a way, like, you don't obviously change just from reading a book, but it gives you perspective. It gives you a new way of thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one was the one that got me into, like, the law of attraction, and that book, I think, is the reason that I always pick up change when I drop it. Because there was that part about, like, what you telling the universe money's of no use to you?
I always pick it. I found $1 when I went to the ER for, when I had the flu.
Really?
Yeah, it was just $1, but hey, I wasn't going to leave it there.
Up.
Yeah. Love a good book. I also have been reading.
Really? Like, listening or reading?
Actually reading this time, like, because I like audiobooks too, but I joined a book club.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it the book club that I butchered on the description on this show?
No. It's this girl I know. I met her, like, locally at an event one time, and we just follow each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
And she posted, like, her book club, and I was like, I want to join. Because, like, I like fiction books, but I read a lot of self-help.
Yeah.
And I just want to read more fiction. And so I was like, I want to join. And she was like, yeah, come on. Like, because they're local. And so I joined.
So you, like, meet up in person?
Well, I haven't met up with them yet because they've been a group. I'm new to the group. But we have one coming up soon, and I'm going to go.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
So, like, do they tell you, like, how many chapters you have to read or whatever?
Yeah, they want us, by our next meetup, we should be at least to chapter 10.
Okay.
You can read ahead, but, like, I guess we're going to discuss. I really don't know how book clubs, like, work.
What are you reading?
It's this book called 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. And I can't really say what it's about because it's, like, one of those books that, like, jump from characters and time periods.
Yeah.
But I think the gist of it is about, like, this black author and her, like, maybe her love story. I'm still finding out. I'm on, like,
Getting
chapter...
to the bottom of it?
Yeah, I'm on, like, chapter 5. And so I got, like, a week to get to chapter 10, which I do. I read a chapter a day. Like, I did skip, like, 1 or 2 days. But, yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I feel like it's a black author, so I'm into it.
I'm, like, reading some books, too. I realized I started a book club at work.
Really?
Well, not for fun, but y'all know I'm an organizer, and I have a team of organizers. I just really think it's important to add theory to praxis in the way that you move throughout the world. And I realized that these books that sort of have influenced how I see organizing work they didn't read them.
Yeah.
They weren't there. So depending on their organizing style or where they're organizing or what they're doing, they are reading one of 3 books. So it's either Ella Baker and the Black Freedom Movement, Pedagogy of the Oppressed, or I've Got the Light of Freedom. And I didn't realize when I did that I would also have to be rereading all of those at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that. I've Got the Light of Freedom was actually what was holding up our cactus. Is this a cactus? Yeah.
Cacti?
You
No,
can't
yeah,
see her
cactus.
no more now with the new camera angle, but she's still here. And she was on top of 2 books, and one of them was I've Got the Light of Freedom.
That's dope.
I ain't read this, but I ain't even looked at this damn book.
The debt.
The Debt, What America Owes to Blacks.
That sounds like we need to be reading that.
Author of Defending the Spirit, Randall Robertson.
It's Black History Month.
I don't think I've ever even looked at the cover of this book. I think I took it from my job.
Yeah, I'm just really now noticing it.
We put the yearbook in front of it. Y'all can't see none of it. It don't matter.
But yeah, that's dope. We both, into the literature right now. Not a lot of TV. It's not really a lot of good shows on anyway, other than like our normal shit that we watch.
I was reading earlier and I stopped mid-page and put both my hands on my head. And I was like, why the fuck did I sign up to read? So now I'm like, do I spend money on the audiobooks because the only thing with the audiobooks is I wish there was a connection between Kindle and Audible.
Yeah,
why
so
do
you
I
can
have
read
to?
along.
Yeah, I want to read along.
Yeah, because sometimes you get sidetracked. You listen to it and you like zone out.
And I want to read along and I wanted to highlight the word as it goes. I feel like I've seen that somewhere, but
yeah, they need to make it more like of a thing.
Because
like
doesn't
standard.
Amazon also own Kindle?
Yeah,
And they bought Audible.
yeah,
What's the fucking holdup?
yeah. What is the hold up?
The fuck, Bezos?
Maybe if you get a Kindle, you can read it out loud. Maybe it's like automatic. I don't know. We have to look into that.
We're going to get to the bottom of it because I'm sick of this. And I don't want to pay twice.
Yeah.
If I buy the audiobook, put the words up there,
Put the words.
bitch.
Like, literally, it's the same as having the lyrics on the song.
Exactly.
So, what are y'all doing? Because, Spotify has audiobooks, too. That's how I be listening. Because I don't want to pay $15 for Audible. That's how much it is, right?
I'm on the first month free.
Oh.
I'm listening to what I can while I got it.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to pay that.
I don't pay for Spotify. I don't think Apple Music has books.
Not yet, but
Well,
they need to
I
get
just
with the
stopped
program.
reading.
They need to get with the program. Apple.
I don't want to read that bad.
Well, unless we have honorable mention.
Fuck it. I have honorable mention, and do you have any guesses?
Is it Black History Month person?
She is black. And she comes from a historic family.
No. I don't know, though.
It's Deandra Sanders.
Deion Sanders' daughter?
Yes. Deandra Sanders calls out Jacquees's mother, go be with your husband and keep stealing your son money.
Damn,
And
when did this happen?
You know what? I'm sick of the mamas too, Deandra.
Damn.
You know what? I think these mamas be getting ahead of themselves and stuff. And sometimes you do have to remind the motherfucking mama, like, you the reason I'm dealing with this fucked up motherfucker. Don't start with me.
Damn.
Don't fucking start with me. You worried about the wrong shit.
So what actually happened?
What took place was basically Jacquees's mom. Okay, wait. Jacquees's mom posted something about Deandra. And Deandra Sanders responded, Miss Rosie better stop playing with me. Nobody off limits now. Now go be with your husband and keep stealing your son money. And then she added her and she put, now run that dummy. Because his mom posted an interview of Deandra Sanders and put dummy with a bunch of... Okay, so let me explain it better. Basically, his mama called the girl a dummy.
Yeah.
And she basically said, you're a thief. Worry about your damn husband. Dummy that.
What would be wrong with people?
Then she posted a screenshot of his mama thanking Deion Sanders for having Jacquees on the show. So then she put, yes, you're welcome for having your son on my daddy's show. They respected him and welcomed him with class, unlike y'all. Y'all got the right one today. She then goes to X and says, now I'm done for real. I can't keep embarrassing my family like this. Sorry, y'all. Back to the regular program. We have a surprise for you all today.
Yeah, because that is embarrassing. But, girl, I don't know why you kept fucking with Jacquees anyway after that shit with Jeezy.
You can get popped no penny wise.
Like-
I'm going to get stacked up ceiling high.
Jacquees already seemed problematic, but now it makes sense. He came from a problematic family.
I just think we need to start getting on the mamas more.
Yeah.
And I'm in.
Yeah, because y'all...
Don't ever count me out. I'm in.
Some mamas, I'd be like, bro, what the hell?
And then you got your kid out here fucking traumatizing people. And
right.
I texted somebody that today. Behind a man who's doing all the wrong shit is a mama going, my baby didn't do shit.
It do be like that.
So, honorable mention, Deandra Sanders, you did that, girl. She said, now dummy that.
Well, I wonder, is her and Jacquees still together?
It would seem so. She said they have a surprise today. He proposed at the baby shower.
Yeah, I was just about to say, ain't they engaged?
It's too much. There's way too many Sandra Norwoods at this point. No disrespect to Ray J. Y'all know I'm scared of Ray J.
Man, speaking of...
I'm terrified of Ray J. I don't mean no harm, Ray J. I'm so sorry. You know what?
I'm weak.
I'm really scared of that man.
That nigga funny, though. But he not funny, because he be on bullshit, but... Yeah, he's a clown.
A respected clown. A lot of people are scared of clowns.
Yeah, anybody that cross Ray J, they don't really like
turn out well.
Yeah.
That Staple be trying to tell y'all asses.
See what happened to Fabulous. That nigga fell off. Emily left his ass, I think.
Somebody said that the other day, and I'm like, to my knowledge, she didn't leave him, did she?
I don't think they're together, but I think people, I actually don't know, but his style has gotten so bad that people are like, there's no way you're still with Emily, like the way you be dressing.
Oh, yeah, because she was dressing him.
Yeah.
FLBOLOUS.
But speaking of clowns, I have Hotep of the week. This week's Hotep is Skylar Holden. Have you heard of that person?
No, who's that?
It is a guy on TikTok. He's a farmer. But I'm going to play this TikTok.
Wait, but did y'all...
TikTok really do
I might lose my farm because of the government. I got in
oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all.
the EQIP program. And what the EQIP program is it's cost sharing on stuff like fencing, different seedings, water lines, waters, wells, and stuff like that to better conserve farmland for agricultural use. So, I thought it was a great program.
It sounds like a great program. Tell me more.
EQIP program, which is cost sharing on fences, waters, a well, and some seedings, was funded by the Inflation Reduction Act.
Oh, the Inflation Reduction Act put in place by the Biden administration? Amazing program, right? One that you wanted to take part in. Okay.
Because of the executive orders, there's a pause or a freeze on the funding through the Inflation Reduction Act, and they're not able to pay out on the stuff that we completed or anything going forward.
Ooh, that y'all said.
Executive order. Funding freeze. Oh, the one Trump signed in. Oh, okay.
From there back from
Yeah, okay. So I'm stopping it right there because we need to hear no more.
You know?
Skylar Holden is in the find out stage.
You fucking around.
He fucked around and now he's finding out. And now he's like, yeah, I voted for Trump because he did explain, like, I voted for Trump because the Biden administration didn't send aid to North Carolina when the hurricane hit, which they did. But the point of this is, nigga, you're stupid.
You're a dummy.
Dummy that. We've been telling, like we discussed before, we've been telling people.
Per our last email.
Per our last episode. Trump is a liar.
A liar.
He lied the entire election. And we literally been saying, like, this nigga's going to get in office and everything he said he's not going to do or he is going to do, he's going to do the opposite of that.
Count on the opposite.
So, Skylar Holden, you're fucking stupid. And I don't like calling people stupid, but yeah.
It must be said.
You have to be Hotep of the week because you voted for this man, and now you're dealing with the consequences of that, and that's not something.
You mad at the next motherfucker,
right? That's not something that like we can do anything about. Like y'all had the opportunity.
I'm just a girl.
Like it is what it is. It is what it is, and now you fucked around, and now you're finding out. And sometimes you just gotta end up being Hotep because you fucked around. So that's what it is.
That will get you.
That'll do it.
Next we have lyrics and lessons where we give a lyric and you get a lesson. Do you have any guesses?
No.
I have Viva Mexico. Cubano, Dominicano, all the plugs that I know, driving Benzes with no benefits. Not bad, huh? For some immigrants. Build your fences. We digging tunnels. Can't you see we getting money up under you?
I know this lyric.
Can't you see the private jets flying over you? Maybach bumper stickery, what will Hova do? Jay is chilling. Yay is chilling. What more can I say? We killing them. Hold up, before we end this campaign, as you can see, we done bought. This is the end of the song. Lord, please let them accept the things they can't change.
I know the lyrics.
And pray that all of their pain be champagne.
That's a throwback.
You want me to start from the beginning?
Yes.
I invented swag. Popping bottles, putting supermodels in the cab. Proof. I guess I got my swagger back.
Oh, Jay-Z.
True. New watch alert. Hue blows.
Is
Or
that-
the big face rollie. I got 2 of those. All out the
Otis?
window. Yes.
Okay. Jay-Z and Kanye.
Yes. So, obviously what I got from the original part, not the entire rest of the song.
Really had to do the whole song for me to figure it out.
With everything that's going on now more than ever, it's so important to acknowledge the contributions of immigrants to the U.S. and not just Mexican ones. Like, they stimulate the economy in more ways than just agriculture. They've supplied us with medics, philanthropists, entertainers, life partners, parents, teachers, and so much more. They've contributed not only to the economy, but they enrich our lives every fucking day.
Yeah. It's like enslaved people built this country and immigrants like maintained it.
Yeah.
And white people just sit back and reap the benefits.
Kicking it. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Like, and I think it is kind of good to see, like, for, like, these people need to see what it's like without us and without immigrants, like, who do the work. Like, y'all need to see, like, and speaking of immigrants, because I'm sorry to get off topic, but Coca-Cola, what the fuck was that?
Wait a minute, what?
Did you hear how they call all of their, like, immigrant workers in and then call ICE on them? So, like, a lot of Hispanics are boycotting Coca-Cola.
I did not know this.
Yeah, like, and then they issued an apology. Like, how
What
do you...
the fuck is the apology gonna
Right.
do?
How do you issue an apology after doing some fucking fucked up shit like that? On your own fucking employees, you call ICE?
We need to go. Why they not down there on Monticello? See me, I'm quick.
But hey, I already don't fucking drink soda, but
I
now...
do. I have to change it. The soda I drink. This is a Pepsi product.
Yeah, okay. I was
And
about to
they
say, you
can't see
good.
the
You good.
But this is not the one I usually drink. You know which one I'm addicted to.
Yeah,
And that's
well,
a Coca-Cola product.
we got to go hit Pepsi now. And
We
Pepsi is
gotta
like the
look
company for
and clean
black
and
people
wash
anyway.
everything
Like they're...
fine, smiling
Don't
great,
we?
and hand your man a pen so he can write that check.
Okay, I
love.
But that's one of my favorite Tyler Perry plays. But
I'm
yeah.
gonna start watching. I was telling somebody I wanted to watch those, but I can't find because most of the plays by now are movies. Like Medea Goes to Jail. I want to watch Call Me Medea. Hey boo,
That's my shit.
you can call me too.
The music, yeah, that's my favorite song. The music from that particular play was good. Like,
What was we talking about? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna have to buy different sodas.
yeah,
I tried the poppies. I'm not fucking with that, but I have to find something else.
yeah. People is talking shit about them too. They in hot
Yeah,
water right now.
they done set motherfuckers vending machines and all. I'm like, how come every time I try to better myself, somebody trying to get me? The
You
devil
fucked
is
up.
busy.
Hell yeah. Next- Next we have, that's very on brand, because next we have lyrics and lessons. I'm fucking weak.
This is lyrics and lessons.
Oh, this is lyric. I'm fucking my lyric and lesson. My bad. This has been a very musical section, chaotic but musical nonetheless. My lyric is from "Yes It Is" by Leon Thomas. He gets featured in another episode.
A star.
And the lyric is, "I can't tame her. She a Virgo, so I can't explain her." And y'all know I'm a Virgo.
Well, how do you be finding this stuff?
What? It's on the same album. But I love this song too. But the lesson I got from that is people need to just stop trying to figure Virgos out. Like, we don't know what the fuck be going on in our heads. We just know what we feel, we can't explain it. Like, we just know. And we do what we do, and we see what we see. And I can't explain why I am the way I am. It's just who I am.
You can't, or you don't want to?
I can't. I don't know why I do the shit I do. I just attribute it to me being a Virgo. And I think we have to give Virgos more grace because...
We do?
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard out here for us. Like, and I can't explain why, but it is. It's hard being me. And I know other Virgos feel the same way. So yeah, that's my lesson.
I'm a big Virgo fan.
But we
But
crazy,
you cannot
right?
lie to the camera. Y'all be doing all type of stuff.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with that. That's really the whole point. Like, we just be doing shit. Like, and sometimes we just need to sit down and shut up. I'll be the first to say it. So yeah, she a Virgo. I can't explain her.
Watch us on YouTube. I have Let Me Stay Focused, which is our topic of the week. And I have one that is near and dear to your heart.
My heart?
Your heart.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to play the TikTok first.
I feel like I know what it's going to be.
You want to guess before I do it?
Is it about Beyonce?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Virgo City over here, this one. I'm just trying to give y'all something to munch on and chew on and think about throughout the week. Here she go.
I thought it was going to be about the Cowboy Carter pre-sale. That shit was a mess. But go ahead.
That should have been Hotel.
Real quick, I have a question for y'all. How many times do you allow your friends to be flaky before you just bow out gracefully and like stop inviting them to get together?
I'm
gonna show up, and I expect that same level of respect in return. Yes, I know we adult. There can be a million excuses that we can come up with, but I just feel like at our big age, we should be able to like show up how we say we're gonna show up. And for me, I know people. Literally know people who will like plan stuff weeks in advance. We'll put it on our calendar. We'll do all these things, and like the moment comes up, like they'll flake or travel. And like one time I'm cool, right? Like I can give grace. So, like one time I get it, things come up. Second time, okay, but like I'll still give grace. Third time, okay, it's you, it's you. And it really aggravates me to the point where like I literally got 3 to 4 times in me, and once I'm done, like I literally just put the ball in their court. I'll stop trying to like schedule stuff or make plans with someone. I'll just say that whenever they're ready, they can hit me up.
So, would you say reformed, former,
I don't know.
relapsed? Where would you
feel reformed? But sometimes, I mean, I feel like I've gotten a lot better. But I don't know if I can say reformed.
You're still flaking on people?
No, I don't. I'm not still flaking on people, but I know recently, like, there's been times where, like, you've had something. Like, I don't remember what it was you invited me to, but I was traveling. I was going somewhere.
Yeah, but that's not flaking.
But I still, like, feel bad. Like, I think about those times, like, where I used to flake a lot. And I'd be like, damn, like, you know, I'd be hoping, like, it doesn't feel like I'm flaking or...
No.
Would you say I'm reformed?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I don't get invited to a lot of things anymore.
I don't have a lot of things anymore, though.
Yeah, that's true. Because you be busy and doing stuff now. Like, not that you wasn't before, but like life be life.
But I do feel like well, then in that case, I can't say. But there was a time where the Big Shot here, side note, I wanted to change your name in my phone to The Big Shot, just The Big Shot. But I kept typing in Shae.
Shae? Or just...
So I'm like, should I change it to The Big Shot Shae? But that doesn't sound good. Like,
yeah, I just like the big. I like.
Yeah,
the big
when
shot.
I refer to you, I say like on my episode of Unhinged and Immoral, I'll be like, yeah, me and The Big Shot. Anyways, I feel like when we used to like, I don't feel like we necessarily like hang out for hanging out's sake anymore.
Yeah.
I think that we're older, like we don't do as much shit.
We used to just be like hanging out and drinking and partying. But we really don't be on that. Like now when we hang out, it's for a reason.
Yeah. So I don't know. But you feel reformed.
I do.
Or did you say like I don't get invited to shit no more?
I mean, I know, I just feel like things are just different now. Like, I feel like going back to the community thing, like, I feel like you have a new group that you hang with, like, and I'm not, like, jealous or that or nothing like that. Like, it just is what it is. Like, it's just different now. Like, you have different focuses in life now. Like, life is not just about, like, partying every weekend.
Yeah.
But I do feel like when you do have stuff, like, I'm good at, like, saying, okay, I'll be there, or I won't be there, or like, I don't say, like, I'll be there and then don't show up, like, or if I do feel like I might not make it, like, I feel like I'm more just I communicate that more, like, better than I did before.
Do you think maybe you're also better at saying, like, from the beginning, I don't want to do that, or, like, I'm not coming? Or do you think that you've just gotten better at, like, if I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to try to be there?
Yeah, I think I just got better at, like putting, like, even just wanting to, like, because I feel like before, like, I would let my anxiety get the best of me, like, because I am, like, a homebody naturally.
Yeah.
And if I'm in the house, it's hard for me to leave it sometimes, especially if it's cold. Like, in the wintertime, I really don't like to go nowhere unless it's, like, we're doing something. And I think we had a conversation, for one, when I was flaking a lot, and you told me how you felt.
You know what's so crazy? This happens to me a lot, where people are like, you had this conversation, and it really changed something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah, and I know it's crazy.
I remember I sent you a text message that said, like, the no sign and a snowflake. And you were like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, don't flake on this. And I remember, like, I know we had a conversation, but I don't remember it, like, vividly.
Yeah, I don't remember, like, verbatim, like, what you said, but I know the gist of it was, like, I like hanging out with you. I like being around you. So if I'm inviting you, it's like, I want you there. And if you say you're going to come, I'm expecting you to be there. Yeah. And I do remember, like, the time, like, the moment that happened. Like, you invited me out somewhere. I remember where it was, but I'm not going to say. But, and I came, like, super late. And basically it was, like, over. Like, I mean, it was just, like, a little hangout thing. But,
yeah,
like, I had so much, like, anxiety, like, about even going, because I'm like, I don't really know these people, like, aside from you.
As y'all heard from the previous episode, I'm a serial friend mixer.
Yeah, and so I would really just, like, procrastinate and, like, be in my head. And you talked to me about it, and you were just like, I'm inviting you because I want you to be there. And that made me feel like, damn, like, I felt bad. Like, I felt like shit. And I'm like, but it also opened my eyes, because it was like, yes, if somebody is inviting you, like, they want you there. Like, and it made me feel like, because, like, I was the type of person that didn't really, I guess, like, have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just different to me.
Yeah.
And it just made me realize, like, okay, I can have friends, I can have community, I can, like, go out and do stuff, and it actually be fun. Like, when I actually get there, and I realize, like, things don't actually be that bad. And I mean, that's really what changed.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad I can do that. I had, like, the opposite problem, where I was I don't know what the opposite of a flake is.
You would say yes to going to everything.
I would feel so bad. And I think what was the boiling point for me was that this was the time when, Blackheart was having shows all the time. Evan Hanna was having shows all the time.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was a creative, and still is, but it was like, I felt like if I missed one show, one event, one thing, I was letting everybody down.
Yeah.
And that was really hard, because I did want to be there to support the art, but, like, after a certain point, it's like, I know the songs, or I know the whatever. And so I had to, like, not agree to show up.
Yeah, and everybody's always having something.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make every event.
Yeah. And for me, it was like, there are very few times where I say I'll be there and I'm not there.
Yeah.
Like, something had to have happened. So I had to just get more, like, sharp around, I cannot make all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, it just felt like I was always busy.
Yeah.
And that was really, like, rough for me around that time, because then it's like, I'm not even enjoying the thing that I'm at, despite me being proud of my friend, because I'm like, shit, okay, when this is over, somebody else has
And then you don't get a lot of time for yourself. Like, if you always being there for, like, physically being there for everybody else. Like, some days you just want to sit in the house and not do anything. And I think that's okay. Like, but like you said, you don't make that commitment if you're not going to, like, follow through with it. That's why sometimes I'll be like, I don't know. Like, I do try to be like, I'm going to try to make it. Or, like, I just try to be transparent about, like, you know, if I'm going to be there or not. But I know, like, now, a lot of times, I know whether or not I want to, like, go to something. Yeah. And so it's easier to just be like, I'll be there.
Or I will not be
there. Or I will not be there,
Because now I'd be like, I'm not going to that. I got shit to do. So there is an article from friendshiprules.com. And it is entitled, What are some tips for dealing with a flaky friend? There's 3 categories. Overlook, forgive, confront. Your first option is to overlook it. Try to overlook your friend's irritating and grating behavior. Will overlooking work? It might. Or it could backfire because you will continue to feel uncomfortable, anxious, and angry each time your friend lets you down. Or you won't have the opportunity to offer your friend the feedback she needs to change, in parentheses, and you need to get off your chest. Without hearing what she's doing wrong, it's likely she'll repeat the same behavior, disappointing you again and again. 2, forgive. Forgiving might work if the lapses are occasional and come with somewhat sincere reasons. Some valid reasons to forgive flaky behaviors include extenuating circumstances may cause someone to behave in ways that appear flaky but are understandable once you dig deeper. For example, if your friend is a caregiver for a disabled child or an ill parent, and those overwhelming responsibilities have to come first. Your friend may be dealing with an emotional problem like social anxiety or depression. That makes it difficult for her to follow through on your commitments. You realize your friend doesn't have the physical energy to hold up her part of the friendship right now. Obviously, her judgment's off. She's making decisions based on impulse rather than solid thinking. Mm-hmm. Confront. Confronting a flaky friend may sometimes work when your friend lacks awareness of how her behavior is affecting others. I'm not putting these pronouns in. They are saying her.
Like, why are y'all just assuming
how her behavior is affecting others?
I think it is, like, I think female do flake. Well, I would say females because, like, it's not always a grown woman. But, yeah, I think females tend to flake more than, like, males.
I think men can't, like, men don't have the space to say, I don't like that you do this. Like, you know how they always post those memes about, like, the one friend in the group chat who never responds?
Yeah. They just overlook it.
They've chosen overlook. Confront. Confronting a flaky friend may sometimes work, blah, blah, blah. Confronting doesn't mean being confrontational. Instead, it just means being honest and upfront in a calm, caring, and forthright manner. Be specific in describing the situations that disappointed you. Tell your friend what she did and explain how it makes you feel. Offer her a chance to explain. Asking her why she thinks this is happening can force her to confront her own behavior. Also, this may help you determine whether she is totally self-centered or instead recognizes she's being unfair to you and probably others. Ask her to be more respectful of her commitments to you because you value the friendship and don't want it to be compromised. Bear in mind that old habits die hard and you may have to have the same talk more than once. What are some tools to help avoid flaky friends? Set boundaries. Let your friend know in advance that your time is valuable to you as her time is to her. Create consequences. Tell her that you'll leave if you agree to meet for dinner and she's not there within 10 to 15 minutes of the reservation. Avoid making long-term plans. Why put a deposit on a tour or purchase an airline ticket when there's a good chance your friend will cancel at the last minute and you'll lose your money? Yeah. Instead, look upon her as a spontaneous type friend with whom you can do something at the last minute. Diversify your friendships. Rather than setting yourself up to be constantly disappointed by her, rely on other, more dependable friends. Set time limits. Minimize the time you spend together. Think through and avoid the circumstances that are most annoying. Dilute the friendship. Only include the flaky friend in group plans so you'll have other people around if she doesn't show up.
Yeah. I think you was listening when you were talking about overlooking. That's the first one, right? It made me think, and this is not like a woe is me type of moment, but like my biological dad used to flake on me a lot, like growing up, and he would say like he's coming to get me, and he would, but he would come like extra late. Late as well. And I feel like I just made the connection, like what if I used to do that because like I just didn't really know the importance. Like I knew the importance because I know how I felt when he used to do it, but like as a kid. Like, and growing up, it's like, I just kind of learned that behavior. But yeah, it is a sucky feeling to feel like you got flaked on. Especially when you've been looking forward to, like, hanging with that person.
Yeah. I think what's interesting about this article is it considers someone being very late being flaky. Whereas to me, it's like canceling the plans shortly before, or like if it's in a group setting, they just don't show up.
Yeah.
I feel like lateness is its own thing to me.
I mean, they both go under like being inconsiderate.
Yeah.
Of people's time.
For sure.
But yeah, flaking is like not showing up to me too.
Yeah. So, I mean, it has some tips on ending friendships, but we're hoping that y'all's go better, like ours. I don't even know how long ago that conversation was.
It was years ago. It was like
that's what I'm saying. Like when I think of you, I don't
when
think
I first
Flake.
moved. When I first moved into that apartment. So that was like 2019,
So it's been like
or it might have been 2018.
5 years, not 5,
Like
6,
2018,
7?
2019. I know. Yeah, it's probably like 2019. Yeah.
See, this is proof that
Confronting words.
confronting works.
But you also gotta know, cause like if you confront your friend and they get offended by it, like they get defensive, like, cause I can understand feeling like you needing to be on the defense because somebody's like confronting you, but like actually being defensive and being like, you know, making excuses, like
Fuck you in your time, bitch. How
right,
dare you?
right. Now if your friend carry it like that, then yeah, that's not your friend.
I guess a good question would be, had anybody confronted you before about flaking?
No.
Maybe I'm just a confrontational person.
But I needed that because if you would have never did that, there's no telling like if I would have ever to not do that to people.
Do you think that it was helpful in how you're describing the conversation, like the reassurance that like I'm not inviting you and then like not wanting you there?
Right.
That's why you're being invited.
I think yes, it was reassurance, but like I never didn't think like you wasn't just. I think it was just more so like I didn't realize the importance. Like I'm thinking like, oh, that's just what people do. Like
Everybody's doing it.
yeah, like you can come, or you know, like I just didn't really realize like I'm being invited because this person wants me there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it never registered because like I've like before you, I didn't really like I had friendships in like grade school, middle school. But, like, as I got older, I didn't really have, like, those real friendships. And so, to me, I didn't really understand what it even meant to, like, your friend wanting to go out with you somewhere. Like, it just didn't register.
What I can say is, like, if I ever needed your help, you've never not shown up. Like, hang out, yeah, you might have been flaky, but, like, when I had to cut out fucking 16 flan, because I was starting to teach kindergarten for my kids. You always showed up for stuff like that that I needed help with. It was just more so like hangouts.
Yeah, I just didn't realize how important hanging out was.
Yeah.
And so I do like to be there for you and for people I care about. And so if somebody say, yeah, I need your help with something, I'm going to be there. Like, I'm going to, you know, but if it's just like, come over and hang out.
Something on the ground.
Yeah, like, it just be like, okay, well, I have anxiety about leaving the house sometimes, and I don't know why. I still do, but it's gotten better because I know once I actually go and leave, like I'm gonna be okay. Like I'm gonna enjoy myself. But just it's so many thoughts that just go through my head, and I know I'm not only. Like a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that just having this conversation, I hope it is of some, and the conversation from last episode, it's of some consolation that, like, I feel like one of the best friend groups we've ever fucking been in was, like, a random mixing a bunch of fucking people.
Yeah. and, like, it really can turn out to be the best moments of your life. Like, the best memories.
We had, like, a fucking group chat. Like, I don't think y'all would understand. This was, like, the group.
Yeah, we loved each other.
Yeah.
Like, it was just...
We still do love each other. It's just different now. People
yeah.
got kids and all type of stuff.
Yeah.
Cam's not with us no more.
Yeah. It's just life really be like life. Like I know I keep saying that, but like life really do be life. And so you really do have to cherish like people while you have them, like the memories, the time somebody invites you somewhere, just go. Like,
yeah,
if you have the will to go, you should just go because you never know like what's gonna come out of that moment.
And if it's not fun, you can always leave.
Yes, and nobody's holding you
can
against your
always
will.
leave.
Like that was one thing about, like, I have anxiety about being somewhere and I'm like uncomfortable, and just realizing, like, girl, you can actually just go when you're ready to go. Like
I'm not.
like I'm an adult,
this.
right? Like you don't have to. And that's a lot of times if I do go somewhere, like people invite me places, I'll just drive so that I know, like,
Yeah.
I can leave if I feel like I need to leave. But a lot of times where I even, before I get there, I have those thoughts. But when I get there, I'm like, I don't even want to leave.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a law. Yeah.
So I think, like you said, hopefully this conversation and last conversation help people understand, like, community is important, friend groups are important.
So important.
And confrontation is important because it doesn't always have to be negative.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't see myself, like, hollering at you or being mean to you in the first place.
Yeah, and you didn't. Like, it was, you were not disrespectful. And I think, like, somebody asked me, like, why do I be so, like, calm with you?
Really?
Because, like, if we disagree on something.
Yeah.
Because, like, sometimes I be arguing with people. But I was thinking, like, it's because you are respectful. Like, even if you don't agree with me or, like, you feel differently about something, is like, let me hold your hand when I take, it's like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but, this is how I feel, whatever. Like,
yeah.
And if you can come at me like that, then I can respect you as well. Yeah. And I know how hard it is for you, was for you at that time to kind of, like, tell people how you feeling, like, if it's not good.
Yeah.
Because people can't take shit the wrong way. And so I took that into consideration as well.
Yeah. I think I still struggle with, like, I don't agree, but I've gotten, like, better because I think we've been in groups and, like, known people long enough, like, where we know that the alternative is the person keeps doing it until
it just
you
feels
can't
a lot.
take it no more. So I think that's the better one of the two. I also think that having a flake period in your life made you more aloof. So it's kind of like you are there. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah. When I do show up to shit, people be like, oh my God, you came. But now I feel like it's not really as surprising now. But
I mean, for homecoming, me and Deja were like, Shae's coming. She's so cool.
Okay, that just reminded me. I did flake
Really?
that night. Remember after homecoming, y'all came back here, and I was supposed to come. But then y'all were supposed to go out, too. And so
we didn't end up going out.
Yeah, I ended up just going home, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm home now.
Well, I hope that, I don't want us to run over, but I hope that you know that, like, at least, I guess with me, you also know that even if someone who is my friend does get on your nerves or does bother you, I'll be like, knock it the fuck off.
Yeah. That's one, you gonna stand up for me. I'm sure. I have no doubts about that at all.
Because they was getting on your nerves and that was getting on my nerves. Like, shut up.
Yeah. That was good. That was a good one.
That was a good one. Here's how I hope y'all take this in stride. Someone right now is a flake and they're listening to that.
Yeah.
Like, glad it ain't me.
I was just about to say, I know they like, damn, that's me. But maybe we might have some listeners that do both, and somebody's life was changed with this conversation.
That is beautiful.
Next we have advice from Umar.
I'm excited to hear what it is. Oh my God, I know this one.
This is the Black Parent Teleconference, my queen. This is the Black Parent Teleconference. Consciousness over the cookies. Politics over the punani. Revolution over the romance. Institutions over the intimacy. Business before the bedroom.
He got so many.
And higher consciousness before the happy hour.
Yeah, that was good. I like that one. He was spitting. But the advice is that the advice I got from that is it's a time and a place.
There's a time and a place. That is for real.
It's a time and a place for that. Like, y'all be so freaked out.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Like y'all be so freaked out.
The people is freaked out.
Like, and it really be the women. I'm not even gonna hold you. It be the women. Like, y'all be so freaked out, and I be like, y'all need to relax.
I'm like, are they more freaked out, or are we just like older where we're like, what the fuck? Because I remember there was a point in time where Twitter was crazy, but I do be feeling like the people is freaked out. Like,
yeah, they're freaked out. It's not that we're getting older, because it be older women doing the shit too, and I just
they
be like,
making air
relax.
mattresses for the back of the car. Y'all not trying to figure out how people who are unhoused can use them,
right? Like, and then just regular. It just could be a regular post, like with the even with Jalen Hurts, like you can't even. This man can't even celebrate his win from the Super Bowl without y'all fucking making the shit sexual.
It is
like,
sickening.
He just won the Super Bowl, and y'all talking about him putting his wife through the mattress. Like, bro, what? Like, it be too much for me sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I be turning my face up when I see it.
Yeah, we need an episode, like,
yeah,
about how truly freaked out people are, because it needs to come to an end.
Like, y'all need to at least minimize it. Like, y'all like horn dogs for
like,
real.
remember when it used to be like Twitter after dark?
Right. It's no after dark.
It's 24/7.
It's 24/7 now. 365. Like,
please don't bring that shit to Blue Sky.
Freak the fuck out. I don't like it. I do not like it. Beyonce voice. Yeah, we do need a topic on that, because
we need a whole, like, why the fuck are y'all so freaked out?
That actually will be funny. Maybe we start calling people out there.
Like, put them on a jumbotron, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, is this you? Because I had to do that to someone on TikTok yesterday. A girl gonna comment on my video talking about, who does that? You, bitch. And that's exactly how I said it. Is this you?
Yeah. Is this you is my favorite.
Because I had to block you from my other account for being a bitch.
Damn.
What you doing over here? Oh, okay.
Stalking.
They hate to see it. Well,
yeah.
This has been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Unlike that girl on my TikTok videos, don't be a hating ass bitch during the break. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye. Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.